DCP TV.
Hey guys, welcome to another exciting edition of DCP Daily News Update. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you, depending on the time zone at which this video got to you. If this is your first time of seeing any of our video or you're a returning subscriber, please do not forget to go a step further, like this video, share and subscribe to all our channels. You can also check us out on our website www.djmtv.news. Let's go straight up into the main news. Malami says there might be need for possible extraction of DCP Abba Kyari. Hey guys, this is still DJMTV Daily News Update. Mr. Abubakar Malami San, the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, has said that Abba Kyari, the police officer who was indicted in relationship with Ramaz Abash aka Hush Puppy, may be extradited to the United States of America to face trial if the need arises. Already, it was reported that Hush Puppy is currently facing trial in a U.S. court over the allegation of fraud of which DCP Abba Kyari was indicted. The video we're about to watch, we saw the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami San, who has said that no final decision has been taken on Abba Kyari's case, but if need be, we might have to extradite him to the US. AGF also said that the issue of Hush Puppy has both national and international dimension and actions are being taken, and I can assure you it is a work in progress and we are working to ensure justice is done within the ambit of the law regardless of the personalities that is involved. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
In terms of delay, I think you can agree with me very well, and rightly so for that matter, that as far as this government is concerned, the idea of delay in prosecution of cases and their determination does not arise. Why? Because if you are looking at it from the perspectives of legislative framework, this is the government that is administering and indeed enforcing the provisions of our Administration of Criminal Justice Act, which allows for day in, day out prosecution of cases. And over and above that, in terms of volume and number of convictions recorded relating to high-profile cases, I wouldn't like to mention names, but you know very well those that are indeed convicted within the lifespan and context of this administration as it relates to high-profile convictions recorded. You know very well those that are standing trials within the context and lifespan of this government in terms of high-profile cases. So added over and above the investigations, prosecutions, and indeed the convictions of the 2,000 cases recorded, convictions recorded by EFCC in 2021, a lot of them are higher profile cases. So what are you talking about in terms of delay? Again, the background of the fact that over 2,000 convictions are recorded within a year.
There are politically exposed cases. There are high-profile cases. Let me draw out a few of them so that maybe you can respond to them specifically.
Yes.
The case of the former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Abba Kyari, what is the status of that case?
Is it presented before the court or is not?
It is presented before the court.
So when a matter is subjected and presented before the court for determination, whose responsibility is it in terms of speed and determination? My answer is a matter has been investigated, a matter has been presented before a court of law for prosecution, and the speed associated with it, against the background of the existing law, Administration of Criminal Justice Act, that allows for day in, day out, you cannot, by any stretch of imagination, place a blame associated with the conclusion and determination of that case on the doorstep of the executive.
So you blame the judiciary for it?
It is exclusively a judicial affair.
Are you trying to resolve some of these delays?
We are.
Because it's part of what Nigeria, you have promised in your own time, that you will work on ensuring judicial reforms in our judicial system.
Yes, and we have brought in a lot of reforms within the context of speedy determination of cases. Among those that are brought to bear, that has indeed contributed to the successes we have recorded in terms of volume and number is the application, enforcement, and operation of Administration of Criminal Justice Act, among others. So we have taken steps in legislative sense by providing a legislative framework. We have taken steps in due diligence in the prosecution of cases, which has eventually resulted to multiple convictions within a span of a year. So against the background of the fact that we have provided the legislative framework, we have taken steps in diligent prosecution of cases, and we have indeed recorded successes in terms of multiplication of volume of convictions within a period of time. It is a clear pointer that we have indeed promised and eventually succeeded in delivering.
What about the case of Hush Puppy? Any update on that?
Well, as you rightly know, it is an issue that has both national and international dimensions. And in respect of the two, actions have been taken. It's a work in progress locally and internationally, and we are doing whatever it takes to ensure justice is done within the context of the law, regardless of the personalities involved. Issues that has to do with criminality and the enforcement of laws associated with crimes and offenses may have local international coloration. But then in the case of Hush Puppy, as you rightly know, multiple jurisdictions are involved. The UAE, United Arab Emirates, America, and indeed Nigeria. So within the context of the International Committee of Nations as it relates to the prosecution of cases, the international community is indeed collaborating and providing the necessary supports for the purpose of ensuring that justice is done to the case with the, with the peculiarities of the matter taken into consideration. So what I'm saying in essence, that internationally and locally, all hands are on deck. When criminality is involved, Nigeria and US, for example, naturally works together when there are elements of the offenses that have, that has taken place in the diverse jurisdictions. So Nigeria is indeed doing the needful by way of supporting what the America is doing for the purpose of ensuring that the cases are tried accordingly within the context of the American aspect of it. And then eventually, if there is need for local prosecution, nothing as well stops it. So what I'm saying, in essence, it is about the international collaboration, and then we are seeing the result of the international collaboration in ensuring that those that are alleged to have in one way or the other been, in one way or the other, operating in abuse of the position of the law are now brought to justice. As far as investigation is concerned, where we are now, it is about collaboration. And then we are collaborating both.
So there is no prosecution happening here in Nigeria yet?
Not immediately yet.
What about Abba Kyari, the police officer? That is linked to the matter.
Well, generally speaking, as I have stated earlier, it is about international collaboration. We are collaborating, we are working, and then it is work in progress. Well, there are a lot of issues that are ongoing, inclusive of the possibility of consideration for extradition and associated things. That is where the collaboration element of it comes into play in respect of all the two cases.
So there's a possibility of extradition?
There could be a need or perhaps the possibility of making such requests, and they are looking into it.
Was there a request for extradition?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the parties are discussing, the parties are collaborating, and then there are exchange of correspondence from the perspectives of investigation, from the perspectives of extradition and associated things. The position now is there are prima facie ground, reasonable grounds for suspicion that have been considered from the perspectives of prosecution, from the perspective of likely extradition if the need for so doing arises. That is what is unfolding in terms of international collaboration.
Welcome back, guys. We have just heard from the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami San, where he has said that if need be, there will be possible extradition of Abba Kyari to the United States of America so that he can face the criminal case that he was indicted for. A lot of Nigerians have continued to wonder why the issue is taking so much time. Some Nigerians have said that if it is a common man, he would have been extradited to the United States of America to face the ambit of the law. But because he is collaborating with the APC government, so that is why they've not extradited him to the United States. So guys, What are your thoughts concerning Abba Kyari's case? Do you think it's taking too much longer time for them to extradite him to the United States, or do you think that Nigerian law is just taking its course? What are your thoughts and comments? Drop them with us in the comment section below. Thank you for staying with us till the end of this video, and as a way of reminder, we are also on Instagram and on Facebook at DJMTV. Also, you can check us out on our website www.djmtv.news. You can also place your advert with us at DJMTV, and be rest assured that your business would get to the desired market. Until I come your way with another exciting edition of DJMTV Daily News Update, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
DCP DCP.
People are living people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJMTV.
DCP
And some of the delegates and ask them questions.
DCP